guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Betty for those of you who are new here, and today I'm going to give you a tour of my 3-bedroom 2-bath apartment in New York City. I don't live there anymore, so this was an old apartment prior to my apartment in Brooklyn. I do apologize about the footage. I captured everything vertically and did not do it horizontally because at the time I wasn't sure if I was going to post this on TikTok or YouTube, so sorry. Basically, in August of 2022, I decided to move to New York with my sister. She was starting grad school, and she was like, move with me. And this was like my 3rd time visiting New York, and at this point, I was like, that's it. Like, I'm gonna make the move. I've always wanted to live in New York, but just didn't find the right time, and this felt like the right time. And so at the time, I was at Microsoft, and I asked my manager if I could move, and they let me move, and they also adjusted my salary. So I was like, this is a no-brainer. I'm moving with my sister to a big city. I had a bunch of other friends who were already moved there or on their way to move there in my industry, in like from college, church, all walks of life. Like I could find somebody I knew living in New York at the same time, or like a friend of a friend. And so it made it really easy to have a community in New York. I definitely would move back. I feel like there's always a community of people that I have there. So, great place. So, August 12th, 2022, here's a clip of me arriving at my apartment. And this is what it looks like empty. My sister had dropped her stuff off, but hadn't moved in yet. So she had just dropped it off and left, and I had moved in officially prior to her. And in the next couple of days, my friends came to help me unpack and move in and settle. And this apartment was so dirty. They did not clean the apartment at all. And my sister should have complained and told them like, hey, y'all need to come clean this, but she didn't. It's okay. And they left supplies out. The washer and dryer was disgusting. There's a bunch of lint like left on there. It was moldy. It smelled terrible. Because it was so gross, we had to go to the laundromat. And man, this is gonna sound really privileged, but I have not been to a laundromat like in years. And so we're looking for quarters. And we go to the laundromat to wash my sheets to be able to sleep in them that night. And it was just such a long first day. Here's another picture of us just chilling, trying to kind of take a little break. I forgot to mention this, but I moved everything from my storage in Austin with pods to get it delivered to New York. That was super smooth. I can also talk about that maybe in another video, but I've also made a short of that process. Next, I want to talk about the lobby, the mail room, and like kind of what security and like what it's like and how to get into the apartment. So this was the lobby. You had to be buzzed in to get in. I mean, you just click on the apartment of the person you're visiting. It rings in their apartment and they buzz and let you in. There was no mail room. In this lobby, there was like a secure post box thing for letter mail. And since we were on the 1st floor, I did get a few packages stolen from me because they would just leave it at the front door for you. There was this NYPD sign. How true this sign really is as far as like if they're actually monitoring the apartment building, but it was there. You definitely needed a Ring camera in front of your door. It's up to you. We just took the risk and did not get one. Our next door neighbor directly next to us had one. And then there was actually cameras in our lobby. So we could have gotten footage from our building if something actually happened. The likelihood of them actually giving us the footage if something went down, I don't know, probably not. So up to your discretion if you want to get it on camera. This was the trash system. Because we were on the 1st floor, it kind of made it easy just to throw out our trash, but because we were on the 1st floor, it made it pretty easy to throw out our trash. You would just exit out, and there was this gate that we had a key to, and you would put your trash there, and there would be somebody to organize the trash. So that was different for me. We did have a washer and dryer. It was not working initially, and I was gaslit by my super for some time because I kept telling him it did not work. It was not properly working. And eventually they had sent in a maintenance person to actually test if it works or not. After so long, So for some time, we were using this app. We were using this app called Hamper. And basically it was like a pickup laundry service. And it was nice, not gonna lie. They would pick up your clothes, bring it back, folded very neatly, very nicely. So that was a nice service. But I had to fight for compensation. I had to fight for compensation because they did not give us this amenity. And we were told that we were gonna get a washer and dryer. So they gave us a rent credit after I fought back. This was like the 3rd month of us living there. They finally started giving us a rent credit to compensate us for not having a washer dryer that worked. But finally, after 5 months, we got a washer and dryer. But I'm gonna make a video. I'm gonna make a video about housing laws and some things I wish I knew before moving into a New York apartment in another video to go more into detail about this specific situation. Because they did not give us a washer and dryer for 5 months, there are steps that you should take with your management and landlord to get compensated for them promising an amenity that they are not delivering on. And then I want to get into the bathrooms. The bathrooms were huge. The hot water and pressure was great. The entire year that we lived there, the water maybe went out like 2-3 times. So that wasn't too bad. Never really had a problem. There was a bug problem in the back bathroom closer to the entrance of our apartment. And so I would always have to call pest control and ask them to come in and spray our apartment frequently. But also at some point we had to seal the floors. It also helps with like rats coming in. So like if you have any holes in your apartment, make sure that everything is sealed. And they should be responsible for sealing those holes. And then we did not have central air. A lot of New York apartments don't have central air because it does not get that hot. Or if it does, it only gets super hot like July, August. So you don't really need an AC. You don't really need central air year round. This was my first time buying an AC unit. I personally get hot really easily. And especially when I'm sleeping, I want it to be cool. So I got one for my room. My sister did not get one. I also ended up getting one for our living room so that our guests aren't hot. That worked fine to keep the apartment cool. Because we have central air, there were these like long pole things and the city controlled the heat. We did not control the heat at all. And it got pretty hot. Like it would get super hot. And sometimes we would have to open the windows just to get some air. Because we couldn't control the heat, this helped have some fresh air because sometimes we did not want to be too warm. And it would like dry out your nose and not feel good. So this was how we fixed that problem. And then I want to talk about the really big windows. Having really big windows in a place like New York is super important. You want natural light and sunlight to hit you. We did have these bars on there for safety, but because the windows were so big and open, I got these curtains. They're really pretty. I'm gonna link them in the description, but they were nice white curtains, added to the room, made it really look nice. My room was really big. Here's some pictures to kind of give you an idea of what my room looked like once I decorated it. I could fit a queen bed. I fit my makeup vanity in there, and then a wide dresser. Closets were really big for New York apartments. I had plenty of closet space. And then I want to get into the living room. The living room was pretty big. They made it like a living room kitchen, which I kind of didn't like. But for a New York apartment, space was great. I could fit my sectional, 2 little coffee tables, and a bookshelf. Here's a picture of what it looked like once we finished. Kitchen space was pretty small as far as like counter space. There was plenty of cabinet space for us to put stuff up, so that was nice. As far as a dining table, I measured everything so that things weren't sticking out too much. And so I ended up getting like a side table. It looked like an ironing board, but it was nice enough and small enough to fit into the side of our apartment. And for us to have somewhere to eat at, and we added bar stools. So that is something I had to quickly get in line with and do, is measure everything so that things are not too big for the space and you are utilizing your space. I also tried to use as much wall space as I could instead of buying organizers or dressers and things that would take up floor space and try to really take up wall space. Another thing I want to mention is the train system and deciding where to live with the train. We lived off of the 1 and the 2, 3, which is super convenient when you are trying to get through the city and also get into Brooklyn. Living in Manhattan, it made it so convenient to get into the city and go up and down. Whenever you are living in Brooklyn, you gotta pick the neighborhood wisely because that will determine how you get to the city and what parts of Brooklyn you will not be going to, because the train does not go up and down Brooklyn. You can only ride the bus throughout Brooklyn. And when you pick where you're living, if you want to get to another side of Brooklyn with the train, you have to go into the city and then go into Brooklyn, depending on where you are. But just that was a plus of living in Manhattan versus living in Brooklyn. And that's all I have for today. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave a question in the comments. The next video I make will be like things I wish I knew about apartment hunting in New York and like what you're signing up for. As someone who comes from Texas, where apartments are super spacious and way cheaper and have amenities, that was another thing. Like, we didn't have any amenities in this apartment. Nah. There are some surprises that I came across that I'm like, I had no idea that this is what comes with a New York apartment. Too much. So I do want to make a video about that. Living in New York forced me to really read the laws around housing and really understand the legal terms of my lease and understanding my rights and what my landlord is responsible for. Like, whew, man. So that is why I want to make that video and just have more time to go into detail about housing and what to expect when looking for an apartment in New York. Well, that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you for watching. See you guys in the next video.